It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Jones. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. On the move to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one.
And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Stafford. It's caught. Mitchell. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A first down carry for Barkley. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Fights through it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes left side. The 30. 10, 5, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. But I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
21.
They'll run here with Akers. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Going up top for Cup. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get... And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. That's caught, it's Tutu Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a first down throw, Stafford. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing again is Stafford. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
Man, it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.